Can you check it to make sure that it's in frame? It's already recording.
Yep. Would you like me to stop and start again?
No.
It's a minute 36 in.
No. Gross. Nasty shit on me. Hey, yeah.
What?
Oh,
Is that your foot?
toe. Oh. Welcome back, everyone, to Salty Blowie. I don't know why I'm yelling. Maybe to get everybody to hear me, because I noticed on the last one I did bad this time. So
That's
did
because
good.
you always
I did bad.
do this.
I always look at you like I'm trying to talk to you into your soul, and you don't care.
No,
So
I know. So I'm looking at the people.
whatever.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? It's in my face. Yeah?
Hi.
We good?
Yep, we're good. We're live. We are good. We're not live, but we're live. We're live
got
recording.
it.
We're not live. So
It's cold.
um,
Brr.
yeah. It's Monday. The last few weeks we've been recording on Sundays, just because of the holidays. But kids are back in school, so we are back to our regularly scheduled programming. What are you looking at? Making me nervous. First things first. Teespring is up and running, which is where you can get our tank tops, sweatshirts, shirts, all that fun stuff. I will post a link in the bottom. Yeah, got some fun colors out there for you. We need to get ourselves
I
some
know,
to
we
start
need
repping.
some-
So,
We need some
but I don't know what was
gear.
going on. I don't know what was going on with the link, but it's working now. So,
Get it, get it.
yeah, link will be in the description of the show. Other than that, is today the 12th or the 13th? Today
13th.
is the 13th. So we are almost 2 weeks into the new year, and I'd say that our fitness journey is pretty much on track for the most part. We've been doing pretty good. I know that you are down some. I'm down 11 total in the first 2 weeks, just eating. Probably going to eat this cat soon if it doesn't shut up. It always fucking does this when we want to record. I'm down. I know you're down. How are you feeling?
It's fluctuating.
Fluctuating.
I'm good though. I am loving my new routine, and overall it's good. Food's been better, but the last few days have not been so great.
Yeah, the weekend was
Weight's okay, but the workouts have been good, and mindset's good, and everything's off to a good start.
we did the Three Bridges is what it's called, right?
Mm-hmm. Trail.
The Three Bridges Trail here in Atascadero on Friday. That was my first time ever doing it. It was really pretty. It was a fun one. The weather was crisp. The air was cool, but it felt good. It was nice to get outdoors. And it was long. I didn't realize that it was going to be that long. But not. I guess it's not. I don't know.
It's
I can't compare,
about just over 3 mile turn back and forth.
Okay.
But I mean, it has a couple of spots that are pretty steep. I was getting a little tired, but it was nice. So Fridays are for the outdoors workout. So that's what Friday is. Like I said, I mentioned whether it's on a trail in the county, a hike by the beach, or on the track running sprints and doing the bleachers. Fridays are going to be outdoors. Weather permitting. I ain't like hardcore, like, oh, it's pouring, it's thunder and lightning, let's do this. I'd be like, it's gym day. But it's been good.
Yeah, so first 2 weeks, everything's going good. I've been sticking to all vegetables and fruit and oatmeal for carbs, but I don't know how much. I like the fullness that it's giving me, but I'm missing the fullness of my muscles. Just some of the natural creatine and hormones that are in meat, especially red meat, I am definitely missing. So I might get back to that sooner rather than later. I just don't want to live off protein shakes to get my protein implementation in. But I have found a way to implement vegetables into more of our meals going forward, which makes it nice that I will continue to do going forward. But other than that, everything's going good. Like Jamie said, the weekend we definitely enjoyed and indulged in some yummy food. But 2 weeks in, and it's going in the right direction. It's going where we want it to. So, yeah. Other than that, we are going to move right into our segments that we want to talk about, and we are going to quickly talk about our movie that we just watched. Took us 2 nights because I fell asleep. Once upon
Every time.
No.
Hey, we're gonna watch a movie. I'm like, okay, cool. He had narrowed it down to two. One of them being almost 3 hours. The other one just over two. He goes with 3 hour one, but I know he's not gonna make it awake. I know he's not. And then, sure enough, I hear his heavy breathing. Not even like an hour into it, and are you sleeping? No, I'm awake. And 3 more times before we finally called it and turned the movie off.
So she has no room to fucking talk at all. Lately, I've been getting up at 3 for work, and this was the first time we've watched and rented a movie at night in how long? And you are the one that's usually always going to sleep.
No, you've been doing this recently. You pick something to watch and then you're falling asleep, but you say you're not going to. But I know you are.
Ever since I started waking up early for work, yes.
I know. That's why I'm like, well, why are we going to start it if you're going to go to sleep?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying you have no room to talk when it comes about sleeping during movies.
Oh, well, I don't know when's the last time we watched a movie that I fell asleep to.
Yeah, exactly. Because we haven't been watching movies because of that. Been going to bed early. That's not a review of the movie. As we move forward. Jesus.
That's just him sleeping through it.
Yeah, so we finished the hour and a half the first night and then an hour. And I gotta say, it's not my favorite Quentin movie. I would put Django and Inglourious Bastards ahead of it easily. I know you would for Django as well. And even The Hateful Eight might be up there. The ending, she turned away at the ending. Not, won't give away any spoilers, but she turned away because she knows how graphic he can get, and it was worth it at the end. It was, the ending was awesome, but I know that he was trying to portray, the 70s and what it was like in Hollywood and different, cults type of dystopian utopias of, people, communities living together, but I don't know. It just, it was good, but it's not.
I didn't care for it. I wouldn't watch it again. And I like a lot of the cast, but.
Yeah, I think Brad Pitt did awesome.
I was just kind of bored by it. I kept waiting like hour in. Okay, well, what's like the point of this? I get it, like you were saying, it's all kind of like, the lifestyle and stuff. But I don't know. It wasn't. I didn't care for it. I wouldn't watch it again.
I'd say I was disappointed for sure. But
should have gone with the other plan.
And even he puts a lot of good music in his movies. And maybe you caught more than I did, but I didn't recall any songs that really stood out in any parts of the movie. Mm. But not my favorite Quentin Tarantino movie, that's for sure. So if you guys have seen it, let us know what you think. I know it was praised heavily, and it won some awards for the Globe. So I'm interested to think. Jesus, I can't talk. Interested to think what you guys thought of the movie. Maybe I can't talk because I forgot to do this during our last segment. Jamie and I just tried this. It's from our friend Josh Donovan, who CBD California Crush. I don't know if it's just him or if he has a partner. I can't remember, but they started this CBD company, California Crush, and we took this Cali Charge. I'll post a picture of it if it doesn't get close. It's an energy boost. How many drops did you do? 5?
No, I did like 7 or so.
7 or so. Tastes great. Little energy boost. Says it takes 5 to 15 minutes to notice, and maybe that's why I'm slurring my words, because it felt like cocaine on my mouth, and my tongue was going numb. So I don't know if that's
like, no, mine didn't.
If that's good or not. But taste was great, and the marketing, the logo, and everything looks clean. I could easily see. There's just a California Crush. You look at companies like Firestone that rebranded their Honey Blonde and just turned it in 805. Look how big 805 has gotten, and similar, this logo I just see being really noticeable. So, but he gave us a whole bunch of different products to try. We're going to try them out for the week, and we'll do a video next week to see how we like everything, including lotions, bath bombs, all that type of stuff. So
I'm going to video Scott soaking in the bathtub.
That'll go viral. God, that's disturbing. I'm a duck. Anyways, as we move on, before we get into some of the funny stuff, I've got 3 podcasts.
I'm funny all the time.
3 fod. See? What? Babe, what is in this?
Oh,
I
don't
slurred
blame the
speech.
CBD.
God. Actually, the last few days I've been fucked up. I don't know what it is. So every segment I'm going to run through real quick because this is a podcast, and got Jamie to listen to the. What's actually before we go in? What's going on? Has that last podcast of the Kristen Smart one been uploaded
In your own backyard.
in your own backyard?
Not
That's what
that
it
I've
was.
seen. It
That's
said
what you've
stay
seen.
tuned, I believe.
So there's one more episode of that coming out, and it's unless it's in front of you, it's kind of died down. You know, the Kristen Smart case that's been going on in Slow County. So out of sight, out of mind, I guess. Kind of. No, not her. I mean,
Oh my gosh.
the podcast, like during every episode, it seemed like the whole social media, you know, especially here.
Well,
on
just like
Facebook.
everything else gets blown up, and people. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. It just sounded bad. Like,
I know.
oh, she's out of sight, out of
Jesus
mind. No,
Christ.
that's
Yeah,
not the
I didn't
case.
mean
That's
that.
not what he meant.
I didn't mean that. But moving on to the podcast, I just wanted to share with you guys some of the ones that I check out, and I want to give you my top 3 every week. What I listen to, some entertainment, some for knowledge. So the first one I'm going to go is Star Talk Radio with Neil deGrasse Tyson. He actually had Tim Ferriss. And Tim Ferriss, babe, I don't know if you know him, but he's the one, this book that I have right here. I must have it under the, oh no, here it is. Tools of the Titans, this one that I got. Tim Ferriss was on Neil deGrasse Tyson. Tools of the Titans was the book, his second to last book that he came out. I think the new one is something with mentors. But that was a great one. Talked a lot about his childhood and background. And then the other one was this one just because it is the playoffs for the NFL. Around the NFL, I've been listening to these guys for years. This group of 4, Mark, Greg, Dan, and Chris. It's just fun to hear everybody that loves football get pumped up because it is divisional or wild card weekend, so that was a really good one. And then the last one, this guy, Boyan Slat. He is a 25-year-old aeronautical engineer, and he has, this is him, babe.
Oh, gosh.
He's 25 years old, and he has created, he has invented, he's a Dutch inventor, and I already don't have the picture, I must have lost it. But he has invented a way to clean up the ocean, and it does so. He thinks that he can, in every 5 years, clean up 50% of the plastic and trash that's in the Pacific Ocean with this invention that he has created. And the kid is, you could tell on the podcast, he's very quiet, he's very introverted, but he's very smart and very... the stuff that he wants to build going forward. He's only 25. I thought that was a really, really interesting podcast. This kid is going to do some awesome stuff for our ocean. So if you want something optimistic to check out, that's a really good one, especially when it comes to helping our planet and moving on in the future. And the guy is he's just getting started. So yeah, that's a good one. Those are my three podcasts for the week.
Nice.
So.
Cool.
And then what do we got? All right, this. So, this elderly man is not happy that these workers are blocking his the walkway. So, there's no sound, but check out what he does.
Is somebody on there?
Mm-hmm.
That's scary.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
I don't give a shit that old man is in the wheelchair. He'd be catching some fists.
Yeah, that
right?
guy looked like he probably hurt his back.
He fell.
He was probably
so
yelling at him
high.
from up high too.
I know.
Like, dude.
He just. Oh yeah, poor.
And he
dude.
can clearly fit through just fine. I mean, it's
Look
not
at-
like.
Oh gosh. Oh yeah, he's grabbing his back right away.
Oh.
Fucking asshole.
Yeah, what a.
Nah, I
grumpy
shouldn't
old
say
man.
that's funny. I should say it just caught me off guard. I was like, Jesus Christ, one of those crazy videos that you see.
Jeez, people are nuts.
Yeah, what an asshole. Yeah, he clearly had or could have waited or asked for help.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy dude. And while we get to Jamie's memes, I have another fun fact. Since we were on it yesterday, scientists found a crater of a meteorite crash from 800,000 years ago. One of the biggest meteorite crashes in Earth's history, flung debris across 3 continents. So I thought that was a little fun fact that popped up right when I was doing my homework. I was on Twitter looking for something, and I thought that was fucking insane. So as we move forward to Jamie's...
No, you closed out my video. I saw it under the old man.
I know. Do you want me to do that before the memes?
Yeah, probably. Because my memes aren't. I don't love my stuff today. Felt like I was trying too hard. I wasn't finding what I wanted. So.
This is the one, right?
Yeah, this is just why females are stupid.
Jeez, how did I'm not black? Oh my god, right in her face.
Right in her face.
I've seen this game. Oh. Hopefully she works there. Oh my god. And like. Is that club soda?
This funny.
Oh my god. That was awesome. Jesus, the dude's.
Oh, right on the glass table.
Okay. Ooh. Did you just roll her ankle?
Yeah.
Or? Damn. Oh, okay. Oh.
I shouldn't even let go though.
Oh.
Shit!
Oh.
Give up!
Oh. Get off.
Get off! I don't know what's
Ooh.
happening. God, just running.
She's so mad.
Break open her arm.
Oh, she knocked herself out. Oh. All right.
Ellie.
Oh my. Wait.
I don't know.
What the hell?
She's just fucking stupid.
Nope. Oh my. Oh my.
That sucks.
Ooh. I know. It's, yeah.
I gotta go well. Oh, females are smart.
God damn it.
Gosh.
And then, oh yeah, your memes are in text message, not.
There's two. One. That's part of my quotes, so don't go that one.
Okay. Are we jumping into your memes? Yeah. All right.
That's quote two. So that
two.
one, those two in the middle.
This one?
Yes.
All right. This is so those of you
my
that
self-made meme that I think is funny.
those of you that don't know what we're looking at, it's a picture of Joe Rogan, who is absolutely baked. He was on a Be Real's podcast. Anyways, the meme says, "Me checking the electric bill. I sure hope it isn't high." And then it says electric bill, and it's a picture of Joe Rogan, who is clearly high as balls.
Yeah. Which was funny because everybody knows he's a big old pothead anyway. So for him to be that high.
Yes, for him to be, and he even said watching the video back that he was in another dimension that he just got.
It's just funny. And I got the idea for the meme from like it's been different photos people have used. There's been like Snoop Dogg, I hope my bill's not high, and then Snoop Dogg's face, and then another one was just like some tweaker person, you know, and it just made me think of this one because I haven't ever seen Joe Rogan look quite
Never.
as high.
Never. So that is awesome.
You're just baking inside the car.
All right. Go ahead.
It's a ugly, creepy alien. It says when the baby is less than a month old and parents do a photo
Ew.
shoot
Oh my
session.
god.
No offense, I have so many friends right now with new babies and clients with new babies, but it just struck me funny because it's newborns aren't always so cute, and mine weren't.
They never are.
No. And so it just reminded me of it just made me laugh because
this thing is so ugly, just like newborn babies.
it looks just like
it's
this creature.
hideous.
And no offense to all those people out there that do their newborn sessions, your babies are all beautiful.
They look just like this. So sorry, not sorry. All look like that. All right. So your other two are quotes, yeah.
Yeah, it's part of the quotes.
So quotes. Before I asked a Q&A. I posted this picture and said Q&A, which is questions and answers. Obviously, ask us anything. So many people didn't didn't participate. They liked it.
It's hard. We're working on that, though. I mean, it requires a more of us on our end too to get that reach for interaction for sure.
So as you can see, this was the picture that I posted, and it's a throwback to our first concert ever. The responses to it, people were liking it, but people just weren't asking questions. First response was, "Wow, the most ghetto as fuck photo of me ever. Thanks," and that was actually from Jamie. With the meh face.
But we were at a Tech Nine huge strange music concert out at Pozo, and there was so much weed being smoked. I think everybody was high. Like, you didn't have to be smoking it to get a contact high. So we all looked tore up.
First question was from Doug saying, "What did you snort?" Because clearly my eyes are on another level, but did not snort anything that night. So got a robot who said, "You are posting great stuff. Thanks, you fucking clown." Robot doesn't even... Sean said, "Yeah, what the fuck is Brandon doing?" So if you look back, Brandon is behind us, and look at his creepy ass...
Clearly contact high.
Mortal Kombat looking scorpion eyes. And then Sean followed that with... is that Brandon or Lucifer?
Thanks, Sean, for always interacting with us.
I know. And then John Paulson's question was, "Do you like butt stuff?"
John, you should know this.
John already knows this. He knows that I almost died from poop once in my life, and that's another story. So no, I do not like butt stuff because it almost killed me. So not the butt stuff you're thinking of, but...
I had to hear this story, apparently, too.
You know the story.
No, I know, but not that one.
What one?
The one you just said.
Butt stuff almost killed me?
Yeah, because that's not what people are thinking.
Exactly, and that's... Yeah.
Like maybe you got a butt plug stuck in your butt and had to have it extracted at the ER.
That can never happen. I had something extracted at the ER, and it wasn't a butt plug. Ugh. I was a kid, asshole.
Like backed
almost
up.
Died.
12 years of poop.
Pretty much, probably. I was literally full of shit. So
you still are.
You got that. I know you liked that pun. Shit. That is a completely another story, but I really did. I was constipated as a kid and I almost died. Almost ruptured my colon wall. Thank you very much, John Paulson.
He had a leaky ass, and Mom had to take him to the ER.
Had a leaky ass, and we will save that because it is a funny story, even though I almost died.
It's not that funny.
Yeah, moving right along to your quotes. Do you want me to start with my quote so we can end on yours?
Sure.
My quote. By the way, thank you, Sean and John, and those robots that participated in our Q&A.
I'm surprised your mom didn't. She
I know.
always participates. Mom, you're slacking.
All right. So, real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. This is a quote by Confucius. It's been popular for a long time. This one really sticks with me because as of late in the last few years, I've really tried to take that into consideration with anything. Knowing what I'm stupid at, knowing what my strengths and weaknesses are, being ignorant to what I don't know, and being ignorant to even what I do know. And when that comes into play of what I do have to... There's a book called How to Win Friends and Influence People. I haven't checked it out, but I have heard it's kind of like that. Part of it is about, those people that are always correcting someone or always... you see the people online that are trying to spell check everyone. Or I get there's context when stuff needs to happen, but this I try to put into play all the time. Understanding my ignorance and what I can do to help make myself smarter in those situations. You like it?
Cool.
Does it apply to you at all, or are you pretty good about understanding, like knowing what you don't know? and knowing your place of, I think you're pretty smart with that, not engaging in whether it might be topics that you're either not comfortable in debating or what. I think you're pretty good
Yeah, because I
about
don't like
that.
to be wrong. So I'm just kidding.
But see,
Just kidding. Totally defeats the purpose of your.
exactly. You stupid.
So I just keep my mouth shut if I don't have a good argument. So
Being
no, I
no.
get what you're saying, but no.
Being wrong means that you've learned something, which is always good. So
Yeah, I can understand that where you're coming from with that for sure. Yeah, I'm not going to try and get into a discussion with somebody where I'm not familiar with, or I don't have enough to back up what I'm trying to say. I don't know. It's hard for me to explain. But yes,
I'd rather say I don't know than give an answer thinking that I do.
well, yeah, like just making up crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's my quote. You have two, huh? Which one do you want to do first?
You can start with that one's fine.
Okay.
Don't react to toxic people. Not giving them a reaction when they desperately seek it is far more powerful. I 100% agree with this. It goes along with one of my favorite sayings is staying in your own lane, and that is in all aspects of life. Whether it's parenting, it's relationships, it's, business, it makes a big difference if you just stay in your own lane, stay positive, tune out the negativity, tune out the haters, and do your thing. I know that's really hard, and it's even been hard for me in the past to not get caught up in the toxic people, but learning to separate myself, and that includes, keeping a healthy distance between even some friendships and relationships. You have to do what you got to do for your own self.
The toxic people want the reaction. That's what they're looking for.
Right.
So as long as you don't give it to them, then you're pretty good.
Yeah.
And you're pretty good about not indulging in getting into any type of controversy or drama like that. Just staying away from it completely.
Right, exactly. And it's made a huge difference because I find even when my mindset starts to change and I want to get, I want to give them the reaction that I know they want. And then I have to remind myself, no, it's not worth it. It's not going to get me anywhere. So, just tuning it out and minding my own business.
Fucking retard.
What?
Me.
Why?
Because what I just said is literally the next part of the fucking quote.
Oh, you didn't listen to me when I read it?
I did, but I was trying to read it myself as well. Like, hey, well, people, that's what they seek. They want a reaction. And the next part literally says when they desperately fucking seek it.
Anyway, so I just saw that actually when I was looking for other stuff, and I thought that one was pretty legit.
Sweet. No, I like that one. And then I don't even need to. I like this one already. So.
So this one is basically a red apple. It reminds me of Snow White, but it's in a mirror, and in the mirror, all you see is the perfect side of the apple, like this flawless red. Crisp apple, but on the side that you can see, like the other side of the apple that is not in the mirror, it's got a big old chunk out of it. It's obviously flawed. It's not perfect, whether it was a bite taken out of it or someone hacked into it. And the quote, it just says, "What better way to explain social media than by using this image? Not everything you see is perfect." And I saw that and I thought, as simple as it is, I think it's pretty powerful because it is true. What you see on social media is not probably even close to what a lot of people's lives are like, including our own. And I always make that pretty transparent in my posts and stuff that, people always like couples goals and this and that about Scott and I. And, we have our own issues as well. Our family, our marriage, everything's not perfect and we're not trying to make it seem that way. It's just, to me, there's so much negativity in the world. There's so much negativity on social media that I don't need to post that.
Yes,
if we have an argument or one of my kids upsets me or, anything, I don't need to post that stuff. Maybe if I did, people would be like, oh, well, that's real life. We can relate. But I feel like for the most part, the stuff I do post is relatable to people. It's just, I just don't feel like the negative stuff is necessary. But I also don't live my life where my friends closest to me would laugh at my social media like that's so BS. Like, you have this whole fake book life going on compared to your real life. And so I don't ever want it to be that big of an extreme difference, So does that make sense?
Yeah, the transparency's there for the people that know you and don't know you.
Yeah. I mean, too many
you're
people,
not,
I feel like, post stuff on social media where it looks like they have this perfect life. But then if you know them personally or in real life, there's a lot of gray area, So I don't know. I just
I think that's also a correlation of the how bad it is to assume. There are so many opinions that are based just off of assumption these days, and it's because all we are seeing is the facade. None of us know what's deeply going on inside homes, inside people's minds, and I think that we all as a society just assume too much when we are forming an opinion. We don't have the facts. We don't know what's going on, and that is part of the bad part of social media. Is it's all assumption. I posted a picture of my workout today, saying, got there and was going to crush my front squats and everything. I could have gone to the gym, taken that, and not done a single fucking rep and walked out. And it's all what I could choose to portray on social media, stuff like that, where we just we really don't know. We shouldn't assume so much, is what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah. No, a lot of things that, a lot of those influencers you're following or make big money fast type of pages and, sign up for this. Those are all, the more you look into them, the more you'll realize like that's all, it's not legit, make, 3-digit income and this person clearly does not make a 3-digit income and they have a handful of followers and people, it's just that stuff, where
I know someone like that.
You do?
We do.
We do?
Yeah. Huh. Well, not anymore. Just kind of erased themselves from the face of the planet with all the shit that was coming their way for being false.
Oh, no, they're still clearly on there though.
Really?
They're still scamming people.
Jesus.
Yeah. So but yeah, exactly. We've seen it firsthand in hometown. Someone's doing this and their name is mud locally, but out in the outside world, beyond locally, people don't know this, and so they fall for these tactics, and it's just But anyway, this quote together in a whole, like for not just influencer world, but I mean in general, like as a person, so don't believe everything you see. Don't compare. Never, ever, ever compare your life to somebody else's life.
But this can also be looked at, if you tear a layer off of it, be looked at as self-reflection too. Because sometimes if you look in the mirror, you're only going to look at the mirror at the good parts that you want to see.
Right.
It can be looked at from that perspective as well of you have this behind you, but you're not seeing it, so you just kind of might ignore it, or you might... you might ignore it. And when you have flaws yourself, you might look at yourself in the reflection and maybe ignore those flaws and only see the good parts in you. So, and I think that can be bad as well. Cool, bro. Finish your quote.
That's it.
Cool.
That was it.
Just making sure, woman.
Yep.
Quotes, memes.
My right eye is bugging me today.
I am tired as fuck. I don't know. It just hit me randomly. Did we take the right one? Yeah.
I have energy. My right eye.
My eyes are heavy.
My contact's bugging.
I'm
cold, so I keep shaking and wiggling.
I turned the heater off, so it was
You turned
quiet.
it off?
Well, yeah, while we record, so I don't fucking hear it.
It's freaking cold.
My God, go get a sweatshirt, you bum.
I had one on, but it was all old and raggedy it's my house one, so I took it off.
Show people what you want to look like in real life.
Are you rubbing your nose on that?
I'm the only one that talks to it.
Why?
And I just went cross-eyed to look at it, and that hurt my head. Anyways, I'm gonna keep doing these. I don't care if there's only 2 or 3 people that participate. We're gonna continue to try and grow. Gonna try and come up with some fun challenges for us to do on this. I don't want it to just be segments of us watching funny videos or looking at funny stuff. We want to be able to create stuff for you guys too. So, gonna come up with some challenges for us to do and some more fun stuff. But Yeah, we thank those of you that the two of you that did participate. We're gonna continue to try and get everyone involved though. So I don't care if you see it and skip past it. If you see it, then you see it. Whatever. So. Remember that Teespring, everything on there is live. Do you have anything else that you want to add? What are we doing? Where are we going hiking this week? Do we know?
I think I'm going to keep it local again until we get time down because I don't want to go too far. We have our youngest kiddo is in kindergarten, so he only does half days here in town. So as far as like venturing around the county, we're just going to have to do some more research on like how long certain things take so we can include the drive back and forth and stuff. So we should be able to get a decent distance, like slow or whatever too. But I really want to do a beach hike soon. But this week I want to keep it local. There's another one here in town. I'm blanking on it. It's over by
Stadium?
Yes, that one. I think that one's about the same distance or so. So
cool.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you again, everybody, and looking forward to another strong week and another strong week of trying to find some fun content to curate and send your way.
Yeah, I didn't love my stuff today.
That's all right.
Just one of those days.
One of those days. So.
Just one of those days. You gotta be all alone.
What song's that?
Just One of Those Days by Monica back in the 90s.
Oh my
God.
God.
PMSing and being on your period.
That's how we're ending.
It's just one of them days.
Man, I did have something to say and now I forgot because Monica.
Because it's just one of them days.
It really is. Anyways, guys, we will see you next week. We're going to drop a reaction video to the new Harley Quinn movie that's coming out. So we're going to get that done. Look for that coming out in the next few days. So, thanks again, and we will see you all next Monday. Bye. Peace. California Crush. Go check it out.
Check it.
I'm going to go take a bath.